Hey Taurus, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Thank y'all so much for all of the views and the likes and the comments. Y'all warm my heart. Okay, so Taurus, the Bardo, the Gnosis, the Village, the Bridge, and the Lover. You know, I feel like there's just this idea of like seeing, like trying to see your way through, like how can I cross over into this relationship? Like how can I make my way out of one arena and into another? Exiting the Village and entering into the Lover. And having gone through a cycle enough times, because I feel like the cycle is that you've been locked in this village, but you've been locked and you've gotten out and you've locked and not out and in and out and in and out, right? And it's just kind of like through this in and out, you've seen things kind of like in the in-between, right? Because when I think about the Bardo, a lot of times I think about, you know, like how we see things like through other people, you know? Sometimes you're going through something and then somebody else can be going through the same thing and you're like, oh shit, yeah, you're right, you know, like because they took a different path than you did, you know. And then when you kind of compare notes, you're like, okay, well, I see how that way was different from this way and how maybe that way would be a little bit more beneficial. And you know what I mean? I just kind of feel like there's a little bit of a strategy here of like the in-between and how it is that you can cross over from one area to another, how it, like in whatever like venue or like, you know, group of friends, job, you know, like whatever, however it plays out for you. Okay, Taurus, let's see what else we can get for y'all. The Moon, Santa Muerta, Five of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, yeah, because again, it's this idea of like knowing that you need to walk away, having to follow your intuition because you've seen it, you know, like you've seen it. I almost just want to say like you've seen how it's worked out for other people. Like you're following, like I know it's not the same story, but I can still maneuver making those same moves is kind of what it feels like. You know, like it's great if you can learn from other people's lessons and you don't have to learn it on your own, you know, like yes for that. I know that that's not, especially as fixed signs, we don't tend to do that, but y'all seem to be, you know, just like exploring that option, and walking away from one arena into another, because that's where you're really going to be able to come back to life. You know, rising up out of the issues that you had previously and standing in your power and being able to take care of the thing that you want to take care of. I mean, the Empress is, you know, like this, like the idea of a harvest, you know, and the Three of Pentacles is taking care of something. And I feel like there's an idea here of you being like, okay, I know that I can reap something by learning from other people's lessons, you know, like even if it's a like relationship, right? And you're like, I'm just like I was watching one of those shorts the other day, like Matt Rife and like Red Flags. And it was like, you know, if a girl has a guy who's like like the best friend who knows everything, I feel like there's this energy of like, you've been going through your own things, but like your friend has been going through these things. And so you're going to take their lessons and go for it. You know, I don't know if that's like the same relationship, like if you're the friend and you've watched this person go through all these relationships and now you've learned like what will work and what won't work, or if it's a job and it's like, you know, like your coworker went for it and they got it and then they were doing all these things and they were messing up and you're like, okay, let me take note on like what not to do there. You know, I mean, that's just really like the energy at hand, because it's like one man's you know, like one man's loss is another man's win kind of mentality. But in that Taurus way of like slow and steady wins the race, and I'll watch these other people zoom by me, so that I can see how they fuck up, so that I know what to do, so that when I'm up to bat, I do it right. Like that's what that feels like. It got cold like overnight. And it's funny because behind me it's cloudy, but in front of me it's not. Just in case you were wondering. Okay, Taurus. Oh, shit. Okay. The Knight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the King of Cups. Yeah, because again, it's that idea of like a sense of confusion, you know, but I almost want to say like I almost feel like that's like other people's confusion, because you've been paying attention to the point where you're ready to make your move when it's time to go. Because whatever it is that you're going for, you have a great deal of love for it. You know, you've been watching, almost with this sense of like recognition that the people who you were watching zoom by you were going too fast and were going to fuck up, you know? But like, why not capitalize on somebody else's fuck up? Taurus. I mean, you know, no shame on that. It makes sense to me. Like, you know, like if you're not where you need to be in order to get to where you want to be, but all these people are going back, like past you, because they have like the upper hand in the situation, but you know that they're being careless, then why not learn from their mistakes? Why not watch while they fuck up so that you can know how to not do that? Three of Cups, the celebration, yes, because I think that you're triumphant in this endeavor, you know, like I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, like you done watch so many people fuck it up that you're like, all right, I got it. Like I got a list of things that I know that need to be done in order to be successful, and you know, like bet I'm gonna be successful. This is Daner, yes, bet I'm gonna sustain. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what they couldn't do. And I watched and I paid attention, and now I know what to do, because even though I wasn't front and center of it all, I was still going through the cycle and learning as I went, you know, and learning from their mistakes. All right, Taurus, well, this was a fun read. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.